I had to start over pretty much. You know the information or you don't. Now me, I didn't know the information.
Hold me close till I get up.
Alright, hey, welcome back to my channel. This is Melissa B and I am back. I know it's been a while since I made a video, but I have just been revamping my channel, trying to figure out what I actually really want to share. But definitely, as I'm revamping my channel, I will be sharing with you guys that I did get into nursing school. So yay to that. But this video here will be about how I passed the Hesi test to get into nursing school, which was a little bit of a challenge for me, and I will explain that throughout the video. But if you are new to this channel, or if you want to follow me throughout my challenges through nursing school and how I'm going to be going through it and the things that I'll be doing while I'm going through it, definitely hit the subscribe button below. Hit the subscribe button and you'll be able to follow me throughout my nursing school quest. So without further ado, I am going to get into what I wanted to talk about in this channel, which was the Hesi test, which is what I had to take to get into nursing school. I know there is a TEAS test for many states, but here in Florida, which is where I am, I had to take the Hesi test. And for me, one of my biggest challenges with the Hesi test was the A&P portion, because I took A&P back in 2012 and it is now 2018 and I didn't remember anything about it. So, but where I first started was this Hesi book here. This is the 4th edition. I did get this book from my local bookstore. No, actually I ordered it on Amazon. Ordered this one on Amazon. I did have an old version, which was the 2nd edition version. It wasn't too much of a change. It was somewhat of a change, but it wasn't too much. But if you're looking for content, you want the most updated version, which this was the most updated version for the test. So let me just start off by saying that everything that you need for many of the sections are in this book here. As far as like your math, your reading, your vocabulary, your pretty much reading, vocabulary, math, all of that is here in this book here. Like some of the things that I did as far as like vocabulary, I went through the vocabulary that was in the book. I wrote down only the ones that I did not know on note cards, and I went over that every single day as far as like the ones that I didn't know. So I didn't want to focus on the ones that I did already know the definition for. It was some in there that I didn't know the definition for, or I thought I knew the definition for, and it was a complete different definition in the medical terminology form. As far as the math is in the book. Things that you need to study for the math is you need to know your conversion factors. I haven't done conversion factors since my first year in college, which was a long time ago. But you want to know your conversion factors. You want to know them front and back. And I wrote little note cards every day, and I would do the note cards, go over them back and forth, and then I also would write it down on a piece of paper, just to say like, okay, I know this, like 1 pound is 2.2 kilograms or whatever, or yeah, 2.2 pounds is 1 kilogram or whatever. So I would write that on a piece of paper, and that would definitely help me to remember that. You also want to know, as far as the math, you want to know your military time. That was pretty much, it was only like one question on that, but 1 or 2 questions on that. If you don't know how to do fractions, definitely figure out how to do fractions. That is in there. I'm pretty good at the math, so I didn't spend a lot of time on the math because I'm pretty good at the math. But if you're not good at the math, ratios is a big deal on there, so make sure you know your ratios throughout it. But it was pretty much basic math. I'm sorry, like basic math. My dog just came in. But it was really basic math that was on there. If you're not good at math, then focus really on that, because there's 55 questions in every single section except for the A&P, which the A&P is only 25 questions. So really the way they look at that is you either know the information or you don't. Now me, I didn't know the information. So I did take the Hesi a couple times because I didn't know the A&P. So I end up having to take it a couple times. As far as like the reading is concerned, it is basic. Read the paragraphs. When you read the paragraphs, it is pretty much like you can go back to the paragraphs and figure out exactly what was in what they're asking you for as far as content in your answer. So like which building did they say what's the largest building or whatever in the paragraph or whatever, and that's clearly in the paragraph that you can go back to and look at it. It's 55 questions on that. As far as my biggest challenge was the A&P portion of the Hesi. The A&P portion was because it was 25 questions. Because it was 25 questions, I literally had to know the A&P portion for me to be able to answer that and for me to be able to pass the A&P portion, because if it's only 25 questions, I either know the information or I don't. I'm sorry, excuse me. However, okay, so as I was saying, the A&P portion is the most challenging portion on there because there's only 25 questions for the A&P, and which sucks because you either know the information or you don't. I will do what I will tell you is that the A&P portion that they have in this book is not in depth. It's like the basic portion. They do pull some of the questions from this book, so you do want to read over this, but there are a lot of questions that they don't pull from this book. So you definitely want to look at another book, A&P book, and go over your A&P. Now, if you're someone who's in A&P 1 and 2 and you're recently just taking it, then you should be good because a lot of the questions come from A&P 2. There are questions, you know, on the endocrine system, as far as like, you know, female reproductive system, the male reproductive system, different hormones and stuff like that. But it only briefly goes over that on here as far as like different bones and different stuff like that. So I did, since I had taken it before, I do have some other books, because when you take the Hesi the first time, if you don't do well on the A&P, it goes, when you log in to your Elsevier, it does tell you like the sections that you missed. As far, I don't tell you the question that you missed, but it tells you like where they pulled that section from, as far as like the question that you missed. So what I did is I went and ordered on Amazon them books, and I went over them sections, and I also utilized another video on YouTube to help me with that. I will link that down below. That really helped me out as far as like my A&P, since I literally had to reteach it to myself over again. But if you guys want to see a video on the A&P and how I studied for the A&P and what I did and how I like took my notes and everything like that for A&P to pass it, if you're like me, you have to go back to school after taking it such a long time ago, then definitely let me know. Put it in the comment section. I definitely will do that for you guys. I don't have a problem. I'm here for you. I'm here to help you just as much as you guys are here to help me. So definitely, that is how I passed the Hesi. I will be starting my nursing course here in January. I'm kind of scared and excited at the same time, but hey, we got to get it done, right? So I'm super excited. I hope to, you know, put up more content on like my nursing program, put up more content on the challenges of nursing, the pros and the cons of doing the nursing program. So I'm super excited about that, and I hope to bring you guys along with me. So I'll see you there.